Hi, YouTubers and whatchavers everywhere. It's MargaretGeorgeTune.com. I'm back with another Monday morning mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. What do you got this morning? Hang on, I got something new, courtesy of viewer Beth Jones. 1 minute. That is a wonderful cup of coffee. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee. Nothing better than a good hot coffee, a trusty mug. Let the caffeine go to work, gentlemen. And in this case, the caffeine is going to work courtesy of 1850, Folgers 1850 Black Gold Coffee, sent in by Beth Jones. Beth, thank you very, very much. And speaking of trusty mug, yeah, the trusty mug, the Been There mug that Beth also sent, maybe a year ago already. This has been an absolute favorite mug to use on the program and also to use off camera as well. Absolutely fantastic, fantastic mug. And regarding 1850 coffee, the first time we heard of it was from viewer Steve KN4 Pop. And he said that he doesn't particularly like Folgers, but he does like their 1850 Pioneer blend. He said, I hate Folgers, but their 1850 Pioneer blend is great. Well, this is the 1850 Black Gold blend, and that is a dark roast. And boy, is this a nice, rich, full-bodied, flavorful cup of coffee. Really nice. Hang on 1 minute. Terrific. So my thanks to Beth Jones for sending it along. It is an absolutely great cup of coffee for the morning. Absolutely fantastic. And I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. Hey, if you're taking me on your morning commute, thanks very much for the lift. I really do appreciate it. We got a great show. We got some great things to talk about today. Wonderful content, some great follow-up topics and refill, some new stuff in new shave gear. Wow, really excited to show you some of that stuff. And just really excited to be with you. Thanks so much for joining me. Again, always great to get together with you on Monday mornings for the Monday morning mailbag and talk about wet shaving, coffee, and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So let's kick it off like we do every week with a viewer morning shaving tip. Okay, this morning's shaving tip comes from viewer Jeff Heinrich, and that's spelled H-E-I-N-R-I-C-H, and I believe it's pronounced Heinrich. I hope I got the pronunciation of your last name correct, Jeff. Anyhow, Jeff writes, "Hello, Mark. I absolutely love your channel." Thank you very much. I appreciate the kind words, Jeff. That's very nice of you to say. Here is my shaving tip. It's simple and may have even been used, but here goes. I put a little lavender essential oil in a specific ice cube tray, then put it in the freezer with water. When I'm done shaving, I take one of the ice cubes and rub it on my face, the shaved area, and it is a magnificent feeling. The lavender oil offers that little bit more of relief than just the regular ice cube, which is delightful in and of itself. Thanks, Mark, and go Browns. Thanks, Jeff. Go Browns. Thanks very much for that. I appreciate that. And thanks very much for a really neat shaving tip. We've talked about post-shave routine, alum blocks, and ice cubes. And here is a nice variation of the post-shave ice cube routine. Put a little bit of lavender essential oil in the water in that ice cube tray. Freeze it, and now you've got an ice cube with a little bit of lavender essential oil that will aid in the relief during your post-shave routine. Really, that is really neat. Thanks very much for sending it in. I'm sure a lot of viewers will probably put that into practice. And if you do it, to the viewers out there, if you do this, please email me and let me know what the results were. Would really be interested in hearing that. Anyhow, Jeff, to say thank you for you and only you, an original signed George sketch. So please email me your snail mail address at mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and I will send this to you post haste. And if you out there would also like an original signed George sketch, just email me a shaving tip. Email that shaving tip to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com. And if I use it on the morning shaving tip here on the Monday Morning Mailbag, you too will receive an original signed George sketch. So Jeff, thanks very much for a really neat tip. Really do appreciate it. Well, this morning we have some Shave Den talk, courtesy of viewer Charles K. And he wrote, bravo, Mark. Well, it's Tuesday afternoon, yet that takes nothing away from your Monday morning mailbag. Lots of fun and always informative. Hey, Charles, thanks very much for that. A couple of Mondays ago, there were some Shave Den photos with guys' dogs in the Shave Den audience. Not to be left out, my cat, Posh, wanted to participate. She is a frequent spectator to my daily shaves. Just comes up to the adjacent counter when I begin getting my shaving accoutrements together, and I ask her, Posh, what are we shaving with today? She settles in and always allows me to choose the razor, blade, soap, etc. Laugh out loud. I will send the photos separately. On the serious side, I really like the Simpson M7 synthetic brush. Might be slightly pricey, we'll see. It is a beauty. As always, with my compliments, thanks, and kindest personal regards, be sure to take some video at the meetup, Charles K. Hey, Charles, thanks for mentioning the M7 Simpson shaving brush. This is a fantastic, fantastic brush. I used it before cameras rolled here to have a shave. It's wonderful. I've been using this and bow lathering with it. I really like it a lot. We'll talk about this a little more in the next couple of segments here. Really, really do like it. Came courtesy of viewer Jimmy V. Jimmy, thank you very, very much again. Of course, the butterscotch handle. Thanks, Mom. So yeah, thanks for mentioning that. And yes, I will. I do plan on taking a video of the meetup in Columbus, and we'll also refresh everyone's memory and have a reminder regarding the Ohio Wet Shavers meetup coming up here in the show in just maybe another segment or two. Anyhow, Charles followed up with an email and he said, good afternoon, Mark. As mentioned in my comments to your October 3rd Monday morning mailbag, here is Posh watching a morning shave. In the first photo, she is engaged and ready to hear me exclaim, boom, lather. Can you see me smiling? In the second, after boom lather, she determined that the remaining activities will be humdrum and decides to nap. It's all good. He also continues here, featured in the first photo is one of my favorite Soap Commander scents, Honor, which transforms our master bath into a 1950s barbershop, Carrie's Barbershop. Now, Carrie is Carrie Siebert, the owner and founder of Soap Commander. And yeah, I've tried Honor. I believe I've reviewed Honor, and you're right. It's an absolutely wonderful, wonderful barbershop scent. Thanks very much for sending along the photos of Posh in your shaving den, Charles. Really, really do appreciate it. And if you out there have a pet companion who is always checking in on you during your shave, hey, send in those shave den photos with your dog or cat. We would love to see them. So thanks very much, Charles. Really, really do appreciate it. Well, as viewer Charles K. reminded us in the Shave Den segment, this Saturday is the Ohio Wet Shavers Meetup in Columbus, Ohio from 11:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. This Saturday, October 15th. I'll have links below where you can get tickets and get additional information. So again, it's this Saturday in Columbus, Ohio from 11:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. I hope to see you there. Well, this morning I wanted to update you on the podcast. The Monday Morning Mailbag is available as a podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Google Podcasts. So all you have to do is search for Monday Morning Mailbag and more on any of those services, and it should come right up. The Monday Morning Mailbag will come up in podcast form, as well as the Second Cup podcast, which is an original podcast that is kind of a companion to the Monday Morning Mailbag. This will fill in the holes and the gaps, maybe have some late-breaking information that viewers have sent in. And I want to thank the viewers and the wet shaving community out there for all the great information they've been sending in for Second Cup. It's been an absolute delight to produce. I'm having a lot of fun putting it together and talking about a little more wet shaving, especially stuff that just came in a little too late for the Monday morning mailbag deadline, but is also something that is quite interesting that we can talk about in podcast form. And I also talked about a movie. I gave a kind of a mini movie review in the last Second Cup podcast, The Thief of Baghdad, starring Douglas Fairbanks Sr. from 1924. So check out that podcast and hear what I have to say about that movie. That was a lot of fun. And are you listening to the podcast? I'm just wondering if you're listening to the Monday Morning Mailbag in podcast form. If you're listening to Second Cup, please comment below and let me know if you're catching either of those in podcast form. Again, Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Google Podcasts. And if you're not seeing Monday Morning Mailbag and more on your podcast streaming service, drop me a line at mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and we'll look into it and try to get it all sorted out. So the podcast, the Monday Morning Mailbag, is available in podcast form along with Second Cup. Just search for Monday Morning Mailbag and more, and it should come right up. Well, what do you know? Coffee's getting low. That time of the show. Let's go back for a refill. Well, okay, I hope you went back for a refill. I sure did, and it's worth repeating. A good hot coffee, a trusty mug. Let the caffeine go to work, gentlemen. Absolutely. And I've got my trusty mug right here, again, courtesy of Beth Jones. This is the Starbucks Been There coffee mug. It's got everything highlighting the state of Ohio. And you can get these on Amazon. A mug that highlights your neck of the wood, your home state. And this one is absolutely delightful. Again, highlights everything that is important and noteworthy of Ohio. Right here, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the first traffic signal, Ohio State Buckeyes, Cuyahoga River, that sort of thing. Absolutely fantastic. And again, the 1850 black gold coffee from Folgers is absolutely fantastic. Now, you may have noticed here, black gold, it says bold and dark chocolatey right there, right? And I don't eat chocolate. But as astute coffee lovers out there have noted and have informed me, that refers to the aroma note and not the ingredient. And that is true because if you look here on the side of the bag here, it says ingredients, coffee. That's it. So if it had chocolate in there or sugar, they'd have to put that on the label. But it's just coffee, and it's blended to give you a nice chocolatey aroma note, that sort of thing. And it is a terrific, terrific cup of coffee. Hang on. And again, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. Hope you went back for a refill. Let's kick off the refill segment with something from Bob LaRoe, who wrote, just as important as the brush is the handle. I need something that I can really get a good grip with. And this kind of handle is especially easy to hold onto. He's referring to the handle of the M7 Simpson handle right here. Butterscotch handle. Thanks, Mom. This is a fantastic bowl lathering brush. But as I have read, this handle design, you've seen it from many, many shave brush manufacturers. This originated with the folks at Simpson. This is their design. And it really is a great handle. It just fits into the hand so naturally. I absolutely love this brush. I used it before cameras rolled. I used this brush with the Starry Night lathering bowl, and it just did a magnificent job of building a lather, and it is so soft. This is their platinum grade synthetic hairs, synthetic bristles. It is terrific. It's a 22 millimeter nut, and you would think, gee whiz, it's a little too diminutive. It really packs a punch, and it paints the lather on so wonderfully. It is so nice and soft when you're painting on the lather. It's great. I love this. Again, if there's a brush out there that's going to convert me into becoming a bowl latherer rather than a face latherer, this is it. And again, my thanks to Jimmy V for sending this along. Oh, by the way, Butterscotch Handle, thanks, Mom. He also sent this. I forgot to show you this. He sent along Jell-O butterscotch pudding with the brush. And you know what? Mom made this for me. Absolutely. She made those butterscotch chip cookies, but she also made the butterscotch pudding. Jimmy, how'd you know? Absolutely. I'm going to make this. I'm absolutely going to make this. So thanks very much for that, Jimmy. Now that I've shown it to the audience and all the viewers out there, I can open up the box and make it now, finally. So thanks again, Jimmy. Really do appreciate it. And Bob, thanks very much for noting the handle. It really is a wonderful design. And this M7 Simpson synthetic shaving brush is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. James D wrote, great shave, Mark. That boar brush looks awesome. I only have an Omega and a Shote Knot from Turn and Shave, but they are excellent. Definitely want to give Zenith a try one of these days. Have a great day. Shote Knot, S-H-O-A-T. I'm not sure what that is. It might be a typo. I'm not sure what you're referring to, but this is that boar brush. The 80R from Zenith. This came courtesy of Mark Bagwell, and as boar brushes go, this is the top shelf boar brush, and it's less than $10. It really is a terrific, terrific shaving brush, and the boar end of the spectrum. I'm rating them now as Zenith being the top, Omega is number 2, and Simog is number 3, in my humble opinion. And been hearing from some other viewers out there who've gotten these, and they absolutely love them, and they have it's opened up a whole new world of boar shaving brushes for them. So thanks very much for that, James. I really do appreciate it. Andrew Hill also wrote regarding this. He said, great brush, very nice shave all around, always a good review of the products you're using. My shave of the day was new for me, just got fine American Blend soap, and aftershave in the mail, incredible performance, and the scent, very nice. I used my BRV Badger brush and Rockwell 6C with the Derby blade. Great, smooth shave. This was a first for me using a fine product. I was impressed. Have a great week. Well, yeah, Andrew, you might want to check this brush out. That BRV Badger brush, very nice brush, very, very nice price point for Badger brushes. And the Fine American Blend, we've reviewed the original formula. You're probably using the 21st Century soap base that they've just released. That is very, very good from what I understand. And I haven't obtained any yet, so I'm looking forward to trying to getting that down the road and getting that reviewed and maybe comparing it with the original soap base, because I did buy the original Fine American Blend before it was discontinued. So looking forward to using the new formula also. So thanks very much for that, Andrew. Really do appreciate it. John Kaczynski wrote the following, and this is in regards to the Zenith boar brush. Hi, Mark. I hope all is going well with you. I thought you might like an update and hear my thoughts about the Zenith 80N. As I said in the 3MB comments, I got the brush on Monday while watching that episode. That day, I immediately started the break-in. My method was soaking the brush in room temperature water for approximately 24 hours, then vigorously wiping it on a towel until dry between 5 to 10 minutes. Then I would put it back into the water to soak. I did this process over 3 nights. After the second period of soaking, on Wednesday, I used the brush for a head and face shave. I did my head shave, and that was pretty good performance, but when I did my face shave is when the brush performed like a champ. I had more than enough lather for 3 passes and touch-ups with lather to spare. I used Parasso Green, and it made heaps of lather. Now it's Thursday, and I would say that the break-in was a huge success. I love the feel of this brush, and the backbone is great. And surely the tips will only get softer the more I use it. My verdict is this brush is a winner, and for less than $10, it is absolutely astounding. I'll send some pictures of my progress so you can judge for yourself. You picked another winner. Sincerely, John Kaczynski. Mark Bagwell picked another winner. This is all Mark Bagwell. All credit goes to Mark Bagwell. Mark Bagwell, had Mark Bagwell not pointed this out to me, had Mark Bagwell not sent this brush to me, I wouldn't have known. This is all Mark Bagwell, and my sincere thanks to Mark Bagwell for sending the brush and introducing it to all the viewers out there. So if anyone needs to be thanked, absolutely Mark Bagwell. Mark, thank you very, very much. Anyhow, John followed up with the following pictures, and I'm going to show it to you. Here's the unboxing picture that he sent right there. That's the unboxing, and there it is next to the atomic rocket from Phoenix Shaving to kind of give you an idea what they look like side by side. Okay, now here is the first picture of it soaking. Okay, now here is a picture of day 2. Okay, here's day 3. And finally, day 4. Absolutely amazing break-in. Now, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm glad that you broke it in that way. I don't know if that was entirely necessary. If you enjoyed breaking the brush in like that and it worked for you, great. But you know what? I just went ahead and used this. My break-in was the following. And I don't know if mine is as broken in as yours, to be perfectly honest with you. So I think your method probably did work a little bit better in breaking it in. But all I did was clean it. I cleaned it with some antibacterial soap. And I also lathered it with a little bit by building a lather in my hand and then cleaning it out and then hanging it to dry. And then I used it the next day. And I used it for 2 more shaves. And this is what it looks like broken in. I may have had another shave with it. I can't remember. But it really is a fantastic brush. And it's made with top boar hair from the boar, top boar hair, and that's why it breaks in so easily, because it's got good quality boar hair in there. Top boar hair is what I mean to say, according to what Mark Bagwell was telling us. And the break-in on this is very, very easy and a very quick period. So I'm glad that your break-in method worked, John, and thanks for sending the photos. And folks, if you get one of these, there's another method of breaking it in. I just went ahead, did a cleaning, and then the next day shaved with it, built a lather with it, and the next day built a lather after that. And the break-in was pretty amazing. Rodney Ripplinger did the same, and he got the same results from the same kind of routine that I used. And terrific brush, easy to break in. Thanks for sending those pictures along and the method of the break-in, John. Really do appreciate it. Robert NES816 wrote, I have that brush in the same color. It's one of my favorites. I also have the smaller version of the Coatbee wood handle boar from Zenith, as well as the Best Badger brush with the same Coatbee handle. So Robert, another vote for the Zenith brush. He likes this and he has the red-handled one. Chuck Shaving Channel wrote, I love boar brushes. That razor is just basically another Rockwell plate razor. Well, he's referring to the Blackland Era with the removable plates and that sort of thing. Yeah, it's the same kind of system. You use different plates with different levels of aggression. Yes, it is. And the difference between the two razors is that the Blackland Era razor is manufactured using 3D printing and CNC machining. So it gets the price down a little bit. And it is a nice razor. I really enjoy using the razor, and the number 4 plate really upped the shave for me. So I really did enjoy using it. Here's something from Robin regarding cold water shaves. He says, always a better feeling. Also, the history of cold water shaving goes way back. I agree, Robin. I think it was Ben Franklin who recommended cold water shaving. I'd have to look again. I'm sure if you Google it, Ben Franklin cold water shaving, his comments regarding it will come up. And I would assume that he liked cold water shaving for 2 reasons, because it was quicker, it was more convenient. Otherwise, he'd have to heat up water, and that may have taken a little bit of time. I mean, potbelly stove, over a fireplace, that sort of thing. It wasn't impossible, but I just think that cold water was probably quicker and more convenient in the morning. But Ben Franklin endorsed cold water shaving. NYC Vibes 12 wrote, wow, I saw the difference with that brush. I really like all brushes are, I really thought all brushes are created equal, but not with this brush. Again, this is in regards to the M7 Simpson. And You are correct. NYC Vibes 12. Oh, I get it. New York City Vibes 12. You're correct. New York City Vibes 12. This brush is amazing. This M7 brush from Simpson is absolutely amazing. Well, I'm telling you, when I first used it for bowl lathering, it just packed a punch. It's amazing how it generates a lather, and it paints the lather on so efficiently, so well. And this knot is so beautifully, beautifully soft. It feels great. I just can't say enough great things about this brush. And again, the handle is just, it's wonderful. It's just an absolutely fantastic brush. Insert name. This is his screen name. Insert name said, smooth as ice. Just use ice. It's fantastic. Well, insert name. We did have a shaving tip regarding using an ice cube with a little bit of lavender essential oil. So there you go. You're correct. Just use ice if you want to in your post-shave routine. If you don't want to use an alum block, you can use an ice cube. And the shave tip, again, this morning from Jeff Heinrich was put a little bit of lavender essential oil in there. That's why I included your comment, insert name, to remind the folks again what a great shaving tip that was. An ice cube with a little bit of lavender essential oil in there. So again, thanks to Jeff, and insert name. Thanks again for reminding us about using an ice cube. Also, Mark Bagwell and I have been having a discussion regarding Clubman Pinaud aftershave and all their aftershaves. And we are encouraging Clubman to put all of their aftershaves in glass bottles. Glass bottles are so wonderful, and I understand some advantages to plastic bottles, but that aftershave does retain that plastic scent, that plastic smell. Putting aftershave in a glass bottle, the aftershave is more vibrant and more pure and closer to its intended scent. And plastic steals that, is what we're saying here. So if you get a chance, go up to Clubman's Facebook page. It's Clubman Online, www.facebook.com/Clubman Online. I'll have the link below, and send them a direct message and ask them to please consider putting their aftershaves in glass bottles. Now, I've taken Clubman Pinaud and I've put it into a glass bottle, and I'm going to wait a month and I'm going to report, my results and see how it is compared to one in a plastic bottle, because I do have a plastic bottle that's unopened, and I'll have a glass bottle, and I'll compare the two of them. But yeah, we would love to see the Clubman product in a glass bottle, because Clubman Pinaud absolutely is a favorite in the wet shaving community, and would be absolutely awesome to have it in a glass bottle. And if they want to make it an optional glass bottle, as Mark Bagwell has suggested, and it's going to be a little more money, we'll gladly pay the extra money. I'll gladly pay the extra few bucks for that. Absolutely. To have it in a glass bottle, absolutely. So I hope they consider that. And if you're interested in getting an aftershave like that in a glass bottle, send a message to the folks at Clubman Online. They have a Facebook page. Just go up there and click on the direct message and send them a very kind message. And just very, very politely and kindly say, hey, would you consider putting a Clubman Pinaud in a glass bottle? That would be great. So my thanks to Mark Bagwell for that reminder. And that's it for another refill this week. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Great comments, great content. Thank you so much to everyone. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some new wet shaving gear. Okay, it just dropped this past Friday. We also did a review on this product this past Friday from Phoenix Shaving. Otra shave soap. Yeah, it's got that great Halloween art right there. Absolutely fantastic scent. I used this before cameras rolled. Absolutely love the scent, and you can see I use this. I did a brush load. Obviously, as you know, I use the M7 Simpson brush, and I built the lather with this in the Starry Night lathering bowl. This was great. This was absolutely great. CK6, it makes a fantastic, fantastic lather. And again, here is the artwork on the label. Wonderful, wonderful scent. Here's the scent profile. French lavender, bergamot, petitgrain, rose geranium, tonka bean, clary sage, fir needle, pine, juniper, chamomile, bamboo, cedarwood, Haitian vetiver, rosewood, purple sandalwood, rose absolute, hay absolute, oak moss absolute. Really, this is elegant, gentlemanly, refined. I put it in the category with John Frum and High Jump 47. Those are also have a nice gentlemanly quality to the scent. They have kind of a rural outdoors kind of a feel to it, where this one has like a city outdoors feel to it. This is definitely something that I picture James Bond in a black tie tuxedo, evening out on the town, that kind of thing. If you're going to go out on the town, this is a perfect scent for that. Absolutely wonderful. And we had a great review of this. The artwork is fantastic, just in time for Halloween. Lava Queen right there. And there's a backstory to it, and I'll have links to the product page and that sort of thing. I'm going to let that dry out a little bit right there and just set it aside. But yeah, it's an absolutely wonderful, wonderful scent. Otra from Phoenix Shaving, Doug and Fran very, very kindly sent along the bundle, the shave soap, along with the aftershave and cologne. Absolutely love this scent. Again, I used it before cameras rolled, and this was just a great shave, just an absolutely fantastic, fantastic shave. Just love the lather it generated, but I also really, really enjoy this scent. And again, perfect for an evening out on the town, and gentlemanly, refined, elegant, and it has, as I say, it has a little bit of that rugged, heroic kind of bass note to it in the background, masculinity around the edges, so to speak. Just absolutely perfect scent. I picture an evening out on the town is what I'm saying, and just terrific. So Otra from Phoenix Shaving. Check it out. I will have links below. Also, brand new from Phoenix Shaving, we have the Phoenix Shaving Soap Station Door Hanging Organizer. Now, we gave away one of these in the 8,000 subscriber giveaway prize package. It was donated to us by viewer Bill Murphy. We didn't open it up. We didn't look at it. We just put it in the prize package and sent it to the winner. Doug and Fran very, very kindly sent this one along for review, and we're going to unbox it right here and take a look at it. Now, Douglas writes, use in shave den or for long-term soap storage in your underground zombie-proof bunker. It's pretty obvious where we took our inspiration from, no? But I assure you, this baby is of our own design. Specifically laid out with soap in mind. Real thanks goes to the community for guiding my hand on this one, however, from the color and width down to the mesh netting as opposed to clear plastic, which can damage your favorite soap labels. That's right, folks. A full-on epic soap organizing solution. Pick yours up now. So let's open this up and let's take a look at it and see what it looks like. It has some hooks here also right here that we're gonna set those aside. That's gonna be here it is right here. See if I can, maybe I'll sit a little farther back from the camera so you can see the whole thing here. I was thinking about using another camera, but we'll do that at the review when we review it. Okay, so here are the hooks right here that will be used to hang it on the door. That's really, really neat. And here it is right here. I'm just gonna go back here a little bit. I'll try to raise my voice here so you can see. Wow, that's nice. Look, oh man, look at that. That's huge. That is really nice. Look at, and then it is mesh pockets. You can see how my hand, you can see my hand through there. That is really a nice fine mesh. And here, let me just show you. Okay, can you still hear me? I hope you can still hear me. That is terrific. Look at that. And it looks to be about almost almost 6 feet in height. Perfect for a door. This is going to be great. My gosh, you can store a lot of soap pucks in this. A lot of great stuff in here. Wow. And the top of this here is very rigid. It is very rigid. It is nicely stitched. So that's going to stay nice and solid at the top, I would assume. Yeah. Oh, I'm looking forward to using this and demonstrating this. And again, I hope my voice didn't leave the microphone as I was standing up and showing this to you. But it is very, very nice. I like the orange trim and the dark black color here. Really terrific item. I am really looking forward to trying this and actually using it, because I I could use something like this. Absolutely fantastic. Now, Charlie Wise was our winner of the 8,000 subscriber prize package. Charlie, if you're using this, please comment below and let us know how you like it. And we're going to get a review done on this, and I'll show you how it works and where I'm going to set it up and that sort of thing. So really excited to use this. This is the Phoenix Shaving Soap Station Door Hanging Organizer. I will link it below, folks. And really looking forward to using this. A really terrific solution, especially if you are in a smaller shaving den. You can't put any shelves up, that sort of thing. You can hang this on the door and get your favorite get your favorite soaps organized with this Phoenix Shaving Soap Station Door Hanging Organizer. My thanks to Doug and Friend for sending this along. Really do appreciate it. Viewer Beth Jones very generously sent along to the channel from Yates Precision Manufacturing the model 921M double-edged safety razor with mid-level plate in stone-washed finish. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Check that out. Let me give you some specs on this from their product page. They write, the 921 safety razor is precision machined in the United States from 316 stainless steel bar stock. This ensures consistently tight tolerances and results in a much higher quality razor than the traditional casting or metal injection molding processes. They go on to say, machined entirely on CNC, computer numerically controlled equipment, ensuring accuracy and consistency. High quality 316 stainless steel. Unlike some of the competitors, the tabs of the blade do not protrude from the razor, making the changing of blades safer and more comfortable. So the end tabs of the razor blade are enclosed in the razor head. Absolutely fantastic. So this is an absolutely beautiful razor. 316 stainless steel. It's a stone wash finish. It is a longer handle, and it reminded me immediately of the Merkur 23C, the length of that handle there. And there they are side by side, so you can see that, yeah, this Yates 921M on my left is the same length handle as the Merkur 23C. So if you like the Merkur 23C or the 25C and you like this slender, longer handle, you're gonna love the 921M. Now the 921M, M means mild. It's a mild base plate. And they also offer a couple of other base plates. They offer a 921H high-level base plate and also a 921EH extra high-level base plate. I found that the mild base plate was wonderful. It's in the same ballpark as the Game Changer from Razor Rock. And here's the Game Changer right here. This was very kindly sent to us by viewer Greg from Virginia, right there. And you can kind of get an idea of what the razor heads look like. The Game Changer has a more slender, more sleek trim kind of a razor head, whereas the 921M has a Merkur style razor head. Let me show you the razor head next to the 23C again, so you can see it really resembles in some way the Merkur razor head design. You can kind of see the configuration of the base plate there. But this delivers an absolutely smooth, efficient, mild shave. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I really enjoyed the shave with this razor. Absolutely fantastic. And again, it's made in the United States. It's 316 stainless steel. I like the stone wash finish. and just really just did a great job of delivering a really, really nice shave. Now, the stonewash finish, as they write here, the stonewashed finish is robust and is great at hiding any scratches that may occur over the life of the razor. That's really a nice plus. And it also came in a reusable, environmentally friendly clamshell case right here. So you can choose to hang on to this, or you can recycle it. That is also a very, very neat idea as well. So that was really a nice touch too. Additionally, as they write on their product page, each base plate features a machine-engraved serial number, ensuring that your razor is unique to you. That's a really, really nice feature as well. And Beth also very kindly sent along this. This is the hybrid base plate that is compatible with the 921 razor. And as they write here, the Model 921 Hybrid, or HYB base plate, combines the best of both worlds. The open comb side provides aggressive, clog-free shaving for quickly tackling longer hair, while the traditional scalloped closed comb side provides a close finishing pass. This base plate is only compatible with the Yates Precision Model 921 safety razor. This is made out of solid brass, and it's a brushed finish. It is absolutely wonderful, and I have used this on the 921. As a matter of fact, I've had a couple of shaves with the razor with the mild base plate, 3-pass BBS, wonderful, wonderful shave. And I also had a shave before cameras rolled with the hybrid base plate. I'm going to put that together so you can see how it looks. It looks absolutely fantastic. I love the look of the brass and the stainless like that. Absolutely fantastic. And you can see the open comb right there, and then the scalloped straight bar right there. Yeah, and this is the same mild quality as the M or mild base plate. Really, really fantastic, fantastic razor. The Yates Precision Manufacturing 921M stone-washed, double-edge safety razor in 316 stainless steel, made in the United States of America. Really terrific, terrific razor. And I absolutely love the handle. Now, there were some reviews that I read that some viewers, or actually some users, were saying that the handle was a little slick for them. I didn't find any problem with that. I'm thinking that maybe the grip from the stone wash finish is increased a little bit, so perhaps they were using a razor that had the polish finish. I'm not sure, but I found that the grip of this razor handle was fine. I really enjoyed the slender, longer feel of the handle. Great heft, wonderful weight. Just let the weight of the razor do all the work, and you will get a smooth, mild, highly efficient shave from this razor. Again, I used it before cameras rolled, 3-pass BBS with the hybrid base plate here. No nicks, no cuts, no irritation. Absolutely fantastic, fantastic shave from the 921M. So my thanks to Beth Jones for passing this along. I really do appreciate it, Beth. We will have a link below where you can get one, and it is fantastic. Now, again, if you feel the mild razor is going to be enough for you, and again, I have the milder version of the Game Changer. This is the milder version of the Game Changer, just so you know. If you feel that the mild version of Game Changer wasn't enough for you, well, just know that they have 2 more plates, high level and extra high level, that'll up the aggression, and if that's what you're looking for. So it's really nice to have those options. But really a beautiful, beautiful razor. Love the handle, love the look, love the hybrid plate, love the mild plate. Serial numbers to make it exclusively yours. Really beautifully, beautifully CNC machine, stainless steel, made in the United States. Wow. Thank you, Beth Jones. Cannot thank you enough for sending along the razor for review. This is absolutely fantastic, fantastic razor, folks. Again, I'll have links below. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful razor from Yates Precision Manufacturing. The 921M. We'll get a review done on it as soon as possible. I have really enjoyed my first 2 shaves with it. Absolutely fantastic BBS shaves. So my thanks again to Beth Jones. Beth, really, really do appreciate it. Viewer John Meyer checked in and he wrote, "Morning, Mark. While watching the Monday morning mailbag today, I noticed the animal hair, synthetic brush hair divide. I once was a badger hair brush user from back in the day. When I returned to wet shaving several years ago, I didn't want to use the badger brush from my past and went with the great synthetic brushes available. Recently, while surfing Amazon for brushes, as I always seem to be doing, I came across a brush by Pearl. Now, this is the Pearl shaving brush with cruelty-free imitation badger bristles, an ivory resin handle. He provided the link, and I will provide the link below as well. At first, I thought it was a badger, but it was a synthetic. I decided to give it a try. It was only $14 and had a very interesting color mix in the handle. When it arrived, I noticed it looked and felt very similar to my old badger brush. I've attached a picture showing this brush. Yeah, a lot of these synthetic brushes out there are getting better and better and better, and many of them do have that badger feel to them. I know one that I have. I had a double check as well, John. This was the Vikings Blade Fire Mare and also the Dark Raven. This, I had to do a double check. I had to look at the product page. I thought it was a badger hairbrush. It's a synthetic brush. So I'm thinking that the knot I have here and the knot you have on yours probably very, very similar. But yeah, these synthetic brushes are getting to be so very, very good. Absolutely fantastic. And again, reminds me of the M7 Simpson brush with this synthetic knot and how great it is for bowl lathering. I mean, synthetic brushes are absolutely fantastic. So I absolutely agree with you that many of them do have that badger feel and look to them. Just absolutely fantastic. And they're not badger, they're synthetic, which is all the better. So thanks very much for passing along that link, folks. I'll have the link below. John also wrote, also in the picture of the brush from a recent use, I wanted to point out the new razor setup I made. Chris Spencer of Backroads Gold Replating Services has taken pieces of old razors and put them together, replating them and offering a very unique replacement to liven up an old style razor. I chose the Slim Hybrid, taking the lower section of a Gillette Slim and putting on a top part to screw to any standard head. The former tightening piece spins freely, making it easy to twirl the razor from side to side. I mated my handle to an embossed Gillette Tech head. It is half the weight that it was before and gives a very different look to the razor. This has completely personalized my collection. I think it's pretty cool what Chris does and makes a few bucks as well. I hope some of the viewers will enjoy my input on this subject. Take care and be safe. Hey, John, thanks very much. I asked him about the Gillette razor and what he meant by twirling and that sort of thing. And he wrote, the razor handle is non-adjustable. The bottom twists freely, thus being able to twirl the razor by holding the bottom part. That used to be the locking mechanism. Yes, Chris has adapted a female piece pressed into the top, which had the adjustment section. I owned two other of Chris's hybrid handles, which I sent along pictures of. You'll notice the 40s Super Speed is attached to a Yaki SC head, and the flare tip is attached to a PAA Dock head, double open comb. The bottoms of the handles, which were the TOT mechanisms, now just turn freely. And he also happens to add here, I'm glad to see that my repurposed deodorant container worked for you as a brush holder. Yeah, it did. I took that on. I took that when I traveled, when I went to my nephew Mike and Brittany and his wife Brittany's wedding. Mike and Brittany got married, and I took that. I traveled. I used that as a travel container for my brush. I took my Vikings Blade Dark Raven. It looks very same size here as the Fire Mare, but different color handle. So yeah, that worked great, John. So thanks for that tip. And thanks very much for passing along these great hybrid razors. Folks, check it out from Backroads Gold, because as John writes here again, I want to mention that Chris Spencer of Backroads Gold only makes these hybrid handles when he has time, and when he has a surplus of parts. People have to check his Etsy store for availability. So there you go. Check his Etsy store for availability. I'll try to get a link. I'll do a little research and ask John for the link, or I'll find the link on of his Etsy store. Go up there periodically from time to time and see what he has to offer. Really, really neat razors. John, thanks very much for sending along the link to the shaving brush, and thanks also for sending along pictures of these hybrid razors. Folks, I'll get links for you. Absolutely fantastic. Thanks again, John. Really do appreciate it. Bart Bartlett is giving us a heads up on a shave cream available at Walmart. He says, "Good morning, Mark. I'm always looking for a bargain when it comes to wet shaving. Here's a new to me shaving cream by Nivea that I wanted to pass along. I figured one can't go wrong with Nivea, so I picked up a bottle at my local Walmart for $3.47 plus tax. It's 6.8 ounces, 200 milliliters, and here's the link. I will have the link below to this, folks. This is Nivea Men Sensitive Calm Liquid Shaving Cream, and it comes in a pump bottle. Bart used it, and he wrote, I shaved with it yesterday. 2 pumps from the nozzle on a damp brush was all I needed to make a 3-pass face lather. Just dipping the tip of the brush in the water added enough moisture to work up a creamy and thick lather. The shave was as comfortable and smooth as any of my other shaving creams. I was also impressed by the residual slickness. I found the scent to be similar to the Gillette Pure shaving cream that comes in a tube. But the Nivea was easier to use because of the pump bottle container. You might want to give it a try. My regards, Bart." Hey, Bart, thanks for mentioning this, because we did mention this in an earlier show, I don't know, several months ago, something like that, but I'm glad you reminded us of it, because back then, I don't know, 6 months ago, 7 months ago, maybe last year, I can't remember when, but we did mention in the previous Monday morning mailbag, it was $3.47. And the reason why we're mentioning it here again is to remind folks it's available, and it's still $3.47, which is great because everything else seems to be going up, and the price for this has stayed the same. So folks, if you're interested, get over to Walmart. I'll have a link where you can buy it online, but you might want to check your local Walmart as well to see if it's on the shelf. I'm going to check it and see if it's on the shelf. If not, it's available online. I'll have the link below, provided by Bart. So thanks very much for that link, Bart. Again, $3.47 plus tax. The price has not gone up, and Bart likes it. It gave him a really, really nice shave. So that's Nivea Men Sensitive Calm Liquid Shaving Cream, available at Walmart, $3.47. Bart, thanks very, very much. Viewer Vincent C. wrote, "Hey, Mark. I remember you mentioning that PAA offers replacement buffer rings. I lost the original white buffer ring down the drain last week and ordered their 10 for $1 of the black ones. They're a very hard plastic and very different from the original rubbery soft white ring and do not allow for twist adjustability. Is this your experience as well? And would you happen to have a link to some white buffer rings? Thanks." Well, you know what, Vincent? First of all, I've never had that problem with the black buffer rings at all in my Ascension razors. As a matter of fact, the first Ascension razor I bought came with a black buffer ring and a white buffer ring. And I saw no difference in performance between the black and the white. And as a matter of fact, I like the black ring on the original Ascension razor. I thought it was great. It looked good. That is what I'm saying. And I have white buffer rings and I have black buffer rings, and I will use them on my Ascension razors and other razors, depending on how the black or the white happens to go with the finish and the color of the razor. I've seen no difference in performance at all in the Ascension razors. But Rodney Ripplinger sent along the following. "Mark, did you know you can buy M5 nylon washers from Amazon?" And he sent along a link for white buffer rings. So I will provide that link below, Vincent. Click on it, check out those, and maybe order a bag of them and see if they work for you. My thanks to Rodney Ripplinger for sending along that link. I really do appreciate it. Again, Vincent, I see no difference in performance. The only difference I see is the color of the buffer ring itself. I use the white, I use the black. The white and the black in my Ascension razors perform the same. Twist adjustability works with each one. Absolutely no problem. I hope the link helps. Thanks again, Rodney, and thanks again, Vincent, for the question. Viewer Lionel Perez wanted to pass along the following. Hello, Mark. I just watched today's episode and found it to be very good and full of great information. Hey, thanks very much, Lionel. I appreciate that. Thank you also for addressing my questions. I thought I would share the following with you. I have not tried it yet, but the case appears to be pretty nice and may be a good way to store brushes when traveling. Some of your listeners may be interested or may have ordered one already. Now, these are the Q-Shave brush holders available on Amazon. I'll have links to those. Lionel very kindly enclosed a couple of screenshots, as you can see right here. These are plastic brush holders for your shaving brush. Again, I'll have links below so that you can check those out yourself and see if they would be a good fit for you. Lionel asked us about brush holders in a previous Monday morning mailbag and came across these and very kindly sent along the information. So thanks very much for that, Lionel. I really do appreciate it. He finishes up by saying, anyway, thanks again for the great video. Stay safe, stay healthy. Lionel M. Perez, P-E-R-E-S. I hope I pronounced your last name correctly, Lionel. And thanks again for the information regarding the Q-Shave brush holders. Really do appreciate it, Lionel. Back in 2021, I did a review of the Gillette Otra razor handle with the Colonel Conk Track 2 cartridge razor head. Viewer Sam Lincicome saw that. Now, Sam, I think I got the pronunciation of your last name correct. Lincicome. Lincicome. Let me know if I got it right. Anyhow, Sam saw that review and he commented on the video review in the comments area. And he said, "Hi, Mark. Back in 1977, I bought my first razor, the 1977 Otra. Up till then, I'd been using a hand-me-down from my dad, a Gem Techmatic. Well, I used the Otra for quite a number of years, but at some point, I went to disposables. About 10, maybe 12 years ago, I was cleaning out my drawer and saw that old razor and thought I'd never use her again, so I threw her out. Well, about 3 or 4 months ago, I got back into DE and single edge shaving and very quickly got quite a collection of razors. A 1921 Gillette Open Comb, a 1951 Tech, a 1953 Super Speed, a Fat Boy, a Slim, a Black Beauty, and so on, plus 3 Gem razors. You get the idea. However, I no longer had my 1977 Otra. So a month ago, I found one eBay new old stock, all the seals, everything. So I ordered her plus 100 blades. My Otra is more and more becoming my go-to razor. Oh, and just so you know, you can get Persona blades for the Otra on eBay dirt cheap. And he provided the link for this, folks, and I will provide it below. Sam, thanks very much for the link to the Persona Track 2 blades for the Otra. That's absolutely great. In my review, I believe I used the Colonel Conk double track blades, and they work very, very well. You can also get the Gillette Track 2 Plus blades. These will work with the Otra razor handle as well. If you got an Otra razor handle, now you have 3 options for cartridge razor heads. And, you know, I'll use a cartridge razor on occasion. I prefer 3 blades or less. I had a very nice shave with the Track 2 cartridge razor head in the Otra razor handle. This razor handle belonged to my late father. I found it among all of his wet shaving gear, and I'm glad that I had it and I had a shave with it. I thought it was a nice shave. Sam, your face, your rules. If the Otra is working out for you, that's absolutely wonderful to hear. It sounds like you have a great double edge and single edge razor collection. Absolutely fantastic. It's great to have the option so you can go from a safety razor back to an Otra. If that's what you like, absolutely fantastic. Again, thanks very much for the link. And folks, I'll link the video review of the Otra razor handle with the Colonel Conk Track 2 cartridge razor head. I believe that's what I used, the Colonel Conk razor head. And I'll link that again so you can get a look at that. And I'll also have the link to the Persona blades that Sam referenced in this comment. So thanks again, Sam. Really do appreciate it. And that wraps up this week's New Wet Shaving Gear. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. Special thanks to Beth Jones, Doug and Fran, Jimmy V, Mark Bagwell. Really, thanks to everyone who contributed. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's get to some of these questions and comments. Viewer Bjorn Stegler wrote the following. Hi, Mark. The amazing generosity of the wet shaving community surprised me last week. I'm not used to that. People just giving away stuff instead of selling it. A wet shaving brother here in Sweden sent me a message asking if he could send me some stuff he didn't use. He even paid for the shipping. I said sure, and I hope for, at most, a couple of soaps and or creams. You should have seen my face opening the box, and the first thing I see is a Mercure Futur. My jaw dropped. Not only that, he included a sterling badger brush that looks brand new. I've included a picture of everything. People like that warm my heart. Not all the world is bad and greedy. Best community ever. Take care. Bjorn. Bjorn, I agree with you 100%. First, let me say congratulations. Great, great shaving gear. Kudos to the individual who paid it forward to you. Absolutely wonderful. But yeah, the wet shaving community is absolutely the most generous community ever. It's just amazing. A real brotherhood. And I'm just impressed. I have heard story after story of people just paying it forward in shaving gear to complete strangers who are interested in the traditional wet shave, and someone out there says, hey, I'll send you some stuff. Absolutely amazing. I mean, really, really amazing. And I guess there is this desire to spread the word about the traditional wet shave and how great it is. But yes, absolutely, a wonderful, wonderful, generous community. I have said it time and time again, this channel has the best viewers on YouTube, and that's because it's the wet shaving community. Absolutely. I've said it's the best time. I've said time and again, it's the best time to be doing the traditional wet shave because there's so much wonderful gear out there. But the other thing that is so exceptional is the community, the wet shaving community. That's why it's also the best time to be doing the traditional wet shave, because this community is so wonderful, so generous, so giving, so enthusiastic about the traditional wet shave. So yeah, great to hear, Bjorn. So very, very happy for you. Absolutely fantastic. You're absolutely right. Best community ever. Viewer Wayno sent along this rather humorous email, and he wrote, well, today was bath time for my razors. They all behaved rather well, except the supply razor. It always felt like it was something special, but in this case, it got treated just like everybody else. The happiest of the bunch was my brand new Parker 78R Graphite. I got this because you spoke so highly of it in several videos a while back. I put a Nasset blade in it, and I got the best shave of my life. One pass is all it took to get a great shave. A very light second pass in just a few places gave me the baby bottom smooth shave I have been longing for. Thank you so much for recommending this fabulous razor. Keep up the great work that you're doing for the shaving community. Also, thank you to all the viewers for their input and helpful advice to us new guys enjoying the hobby. God bless. Wayne. Hey, Wayne, I'm so glad that the Parker 78R is working out for you. It's an absolutely fantastic razor. I do like mine a lot. Mild, smooth, efficient, perfect razor for a beginner wet shaver. Also, an experienced wet shaver as well. I've heard from a lot of viewers who have purchased this. They absolutely love this razor. I like it a lot. I like the slender handle. I like the fact that the end tabs are enclosed in the razor head, as I recall. Absolutely fantastic. And I just checked the price while I'm shooting this video. It's just under $26. So it's really at a nice price point. And the handle is very, very grippy. I mean, it's got some great knurling on here. Just terrific. Comes in 3 different finishes. I got the graphite. This was recommended by viewer Jamie Horn. Jamie, thank you very, very much for recommending this razor. So if you're going to thank anybody, thank Jamie Horn, because he's the one who introduced me to this razor and recommended it. So thanks again to Jamie Horn. And Wayno, I'm so glad that you're enjoying the shave it gives you. Regarding the Supply razor, yeah, I like mine. And I would think that if it had a personality, it probably would think of itself as something rather special, a little different than everybody else, than all the other DE razors. But it's a fantastic, fantastic razor. I like using my SE a lot. That nick stop technology absolutely does work. I love, love, love the Supply SE razor. And somebody asked me, what do you use for head shaves? This is more and more, this is becoming my go-to for head shaves right here, the Supply SE. It really is. It is absolutely fantastic. Love, love, love using the Supply SE for head shaves, for face shaves. It's just terrific. My favorite single edge injector razor. Absolutely. Love, 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 love it. And yeah, you're right. It thinks it's it thinks it's something special. Absolutely. And it is something special in my my humble opinion. So Wayno, thanks very much for the email. Really do appreciate it. Speaking of the Supply razor, I got a recent email from them advertising their Supply SE razor, and they included a graphic, the 4 L's of Supply shaving. I wanted to share that with you in case you have the Supply SE razor. And the 4 L's are load, lather, logo, and lightly. I thought this was really, really very clever and a great way to remember how to use the Supply razor. Load. This is in regards to their cartridge injector razor loading system. Load. Load the blade straight into your razor. Make sure it's sitting parallel with the safety bar. A smooth load equals a smooth shave. Lather. Use your brush and Ultra lather shaving cream to whip up a rich, foamy lather. Apply it generously to your face and neck. And I happen to have some of their Ultra lather shaving cream here. I'll be reviewing this very, very soon. Logo. Here is they're talking about the logo right here, the Supply logo that's carved right into the razor head right there. Logo. We put the Supply logo on every razor to help you find the perfect shave angle. Just place the logo flat against your skin and you've got it. Lightly. Start taking short, light strokes. No pressure is needed. Our extra sharp blades and the weight of your single edge will do the work for you. Yeah, I thought that was really a neat way to remind you on how to use the Supply single edge injector razor, the SE Supply, the Supply SE single edge injector razor. Load, lather, logo, lightly, especially logo. That tip about the logo, that absolutely will help you find the correct shaving angle with the Supply SE. It's about a 15-degree angle. Just place that logo flat against your face and you've got the correct shaving angle. So yeah, just wanted to pass it on to you. I thought it was very good. I thought it was very, very clever. If you have the Supply SE, just remember, load, lather, logo, lightly, and you've got it. Well, earlier in the show, we talked about how wonderful and generous the wet shaving community is. On a related note, Rodney Ripplinger sent this along. Hi, Mark. Were you aware of a listing of shaving-related forums on the Sharpologist? If it's reasonably up to date, it just might be useful. It's a worldwide listing, and you can find that listing at sharpologist.com/shaving-forums. Now, I'll have the link below, but if you go to that page, you will see a listing of a lot of different wet shaving forums from around the world, from the UK, from the US, from Portugal, Norway, Romania, Hungary, Hungarian wet shaving forum, Croatia, France, Spain, Turkish forums, German forums, Italian forums. Really, really amazing. Plus a lot of other wet shaving forums like Shave My Face, Sharp Razor Palace, Straight Razor Place, the Original Safety 2, the Shave Den, the Shave Nook, the Shaving Room, Wicked Edge on Reddit. Yeah, a lot of great resources where you can meet other wet shaving enthusiasts and, really kind of learn a little bit more about the traditional wet shave through a lot of these forums. I know a lot of us, as we start, we're looking for some answers and we're trying to find different resources. And as we go, we kind of discover these different wet shaving forums that are out there. And the community is very generous in helping us out and getting us started in the wet shaving journey. That happened to me. I know it's happened to a lot of other advanced and experienced wet shavers out there. The wet shaving community within these forums are very, very helpful. So I will link to this page so that you can explore some of these wet shaving forums and meet some really, really nice and generous people. So Rodney, thank you very, very much for passing along this information. Folks, I'll have the link below. Thanks again, Rodney. That wraps up another Monday morning mailbag. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like, hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below, let me know. Check out all the great artisan soap makers you see displayed on the bottom of the screen. They make and offer some wonderful, wonderful artisan shave soap. They also offer some wonderful, wonderful shaving gear for your traditional wet shave. Please give them a look when you get a chance. I certainly would appreciate it. Also, check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/Mark Zarady, where you'll find all the products I review on this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. I'll leave you with this laugh. Hey, we've got a bonus cartoon puzzle, double take. Try to find the differences between the two cartoon drawings. If you need a little more time, just pause the video. Hey, let me know what you think of the cartoon features in the comments below. I'm really interested in hearing from you. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Make it a great week.